friends, welcome to BSS Studies. I am Bala. Today I will explain about orthogonal vectors. Orthogonal vectors. So what is orthogonal vectors? I am taking let A bar and B bar are two vectors let A bar and B bar are two vectors and A bar is perpendicular to B bar. A bar is perpendicular to B bar means, see here, this is y-axis, this is z-axis, okay? So this is A bar and this is B bar. So both are perpendicular to each other. So these two are orthogonal vectors or perpendicular vectors. Perpendicular vectors. Okay. Orthogonal vectors means let A bar and B bar are two vectors. We have to take two vectors as A bar and B bar, and these two vectors should be in perpendicular. Perpendicular means with 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Okay. So here when the angle between these two vectors is 90 degrees, this A bar and B bar are perpendicular vectors or orthogonal vectors. Okay. So this is orthogonal vectors. Unit vectors. Unit vectors. Unit vectors mean, in this unit vectors, magnitude should be 1. Magnitude should be 1, and here representation. So here in this unit vectors means magnitude should be 1, which means here I am taking, this is a vector A bar, okay? I am dividing this vector into three parts. So this is one of the unit vector, and this is one of the unit vector, and this is one of the unit vector, because magnitude is 1. Okay? For example, another example, this is one of the vector B bar, and this B bar have magnitude 10 meters. Okay? So we have to divide this vector into 10 parts. So one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is one of the unit vector, and this is also one of the unit vector, and this is also one of the unit vector, because B bar is a vector have magnitude 10 meters. We divide this vector into 10 equal parts, which means 1 plus 1 plus 1 up to 10. So we will get 10 meters magnitude. Here in this magnitudes, each part have 1. So these are unit vectors. Okay. So like this we can represent unit vectors. So unit vectors means magnitude should be 1. Okay. So representation. Here how we will represent unit vectors? For example, here I am taking A bar is a vector and it have magnitude A or mod A. We learned that if A bar is a vector, it have magnitude mod A or A. Okay. So in this, mod A can be x part, x meters or x centimeters, etc. We can take any physical quantity. So I am taking x meters. So mod A will be x meters. So I am taking this is a vector A bar. So some x parts I am dividing this vector into some x parts. I don't know what is the value of x. So in this, the part of this, this part is unit vector, which means 1 is the magnitude, and all of these have only 1. We have to divide into 1 only. Okay. So like this we can represent. In representation, we have to represent the unit vector in as, suppose A is a vector, so the unit vector of A is A cap. So this is the symbol we have to represent on the head of this letter alphabet. So this represents to cap or hat. We can take any of them, cap or hat. So A cap is a unit vector which have magnitude 1, which have magnitude only 1. So in this, I am rubbing this part. And here, how to find the magnitude of this vector A bar? Let's see. So A bar equals to mod A cap, mod A cap. Okay. Here, this is a vector. How we will find means mod A cap, mod A into A cap. Mod A means magnitude. Don't remember this. Sorry, you should remember. Mod A means magnitude. So here, if I transpose this mod A to this side, it becomes A cap equals to A bar by mod A bar. Okay. Here, this is also one of the important point. A bar is a vector, A cap is unit vector which have magnitude 1, and mod A is magnitude of A bar. How we will find magnitude means 1 into mod A. Mod A means some x value. So the vector A bar have x meters. Okay. So if I find what is the value of unit vector means A bar by mod A bar. Okay. In some questions they will ask that A cap equals to what? In some questions they will ask what is the value of A cap. So we have to tell the answer A bar by mod A bar, vector by vector's magnitude. Okay. So in another question, this part, I am taking this part. A bar by mod A bar means they will give 1. A bar by mod A bar, which means 1. This is wrong because A bar by mod A bar means not 1. It should be a vector. So we have to take A cap. I will explain again. See. Here A cap equals to A bar by mod A bar. So this is the formula of A cap. So in some questions they will ask A cap. So we have to say the value of A cap as A bar by mod A bar. And in some questions, true or false, they will give that A bar by mod A bar equals to 1. This is true or false? A bar by mod A bar means 1. This is wrong because here A bar means vector, by mod A bar means it should be a scalar because the magnitude of A bar means scalar. So vector by scalar means vector should be there. So here they gave that 1. So it is wrong. And here you will get doubt. So you said that A bar by mod A bar equals to 1 is wrong. So what is the value of A bar by mod A bar? We have to say that A bar by mod A bar means only A cap. We should mention A cap, A hat or A cap. Okay? So this is very important formula. I am rubbing. And next topic, we learned that unit vector. Unit vector means only main point, magnitude is 1. Okay? So in unit vector, Cartesian coordinate system. Cartesian coordinate system. So here the Cartesian is a scientist or mathematician which is founded by, how we will say, Cartesian founded that coordinate geometry. Okay, Cartesian founded coordinate geometry. Okay, so remember this point, he founded coordinate geometry. And here this is y-axis, this is x-axis, and this is z-axis. Okay, along these axes, these are 3 vectors, and this is origin O. So along x-axis, what is the unit vector? I cap. And along y-axis, unit vector is j cap. And along z-axis, unit vector is k cap. Okay? So here along xyz axis, there are some unit vectors. Those are, here x axis means I cap, y axis means j cap, Z axis means k cap. Okay. So this is Cartesian coordinate system. Along x axis means the unit vector is I cap. Along y axis unit vector is j cap. Along z axis unit vector is k cap. Okay. Another important zero vector or null vector. Zero vector or null vector, which means magnitude of the vector is 0 and undefined direction. Okay, undefined direction and magnitude is 0. So this is zero vector. Zero vectors means magnitude is 0 and undefined direction, because 0 has 0 bar means it should not have any direction, because the value of a vector is 0. The magnitude of a vector is 0. So how can we find the direction? If in coordinate system y axis, x axis, z axis. So this is the origin. Origin means the value of these three axes is 0. How can we say the vector here magnitude 0? We can say y axis direction, x axis direction, z axis direction, or like this we can say in any other directions. So the direction of this origin is undefined. Okay, remember this point. So this is zero vector. And next one, angle between two vectors. Angle between two vectors. Here, how we will find angle? Let's see. Here one of the vector A bar and this is one of the vector B bar. Okay. So, angle between two vectors means we have to join two vectors with tail to tail combination, or head to head combination. Okay, we have to join two vectors with tail to tail combination and also head to head combination. See, here there are two vectors A bar and B bar. We have to join tail to tail or head to head without changing the direction magnitude. See, this is A bar. I am joining this B bar with tail. Okay, here some angle theta. Okay, here we have to join tail to tail or head to head, which is simple, tail to tail. So I joined that tail to tail combination and I taken this angle as theta. Okay, and another example. two vectors. They are asking to find angle between these two vectors, which means tail and tail combination or head to head combination. First we will see tail and tail combination. Tail and tail. So here B bar tail is here and A bar tail is here. Okay. So this is A bar. This is A bar, and without changing the direction and magnitude. So this is B bar. Okay. So the angle between these two is theta angle. So by tail and tail combination, the angle is acute. We see that the angle between head and head. See, head. Because here we have to prove that the theta is acute angle by two methods, head and head and tail and tail. So this is A bar and the head is here. So this is B bar. Okay. So the angle between these two is this theta. So the angle between A bar and B bar is acute angle. See. So that theta is acute angle. Okay. So like this we can find angle between two vectors. And today topic is completed. ఈ వీడియో కనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే ప్లీజ్ లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. If you have any doubts, please comment on the comment box. Thank you.